Is it a little lower? Is that better? All right. Okay, here we go. Hi, my name is Father Mike Schmitz, and this is Ascension Presents. So it's Ash Wednesday. It's the beginning of Lent, which is great because I'm sure that on Ash Wednesday you choose to do the things, right? You abstain from meat on Ash Wednesday and all Fridays during Lent. We fast on Ash Wednesday. We only have 2 days of the year where we are required to fast. In that fast, the USCCB, I think it was the United States Council of Catholic Bishops, Conference of Catholic Bishops, has said that, okay, so if you really want to know what the bare minimum is, 1 regular sized meal and 2 smaller meals that don't together add up to the 1 regular sized meal. Okay. So it's just an invitation, right? Invitation into the 3 things, the 3 aspects, 3 disciplines of Lent: prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. So not just on Ash Wednesday, but all throughout the course of the season of Lent. Now, what is the whole point of this? Well, the whole point, of course, is to become more like Jesus. That's the point. The point is to get rid of our attachments. So that's why we're fasting, and to be more like Jesus. Our point is to pay attention to others and love them. That's the almsgiving. And the point is to deepen our relationship with the Lord. That's prayer. Now, at the same time, the church gives us this season so that we, well, I'll say it like this. The season is an invitation to interruption. I come back to this again and again. The season of Lent is an invitation to interruption. Because what you and I are going to do, starting today on Ash Wednesday and carrying it out through the whole season of Lent, is we're going to choose some things. So I say, okay, this is how I'm going to pray over the course of this Lent. This is how I'm going to fast and what I'm going to give up over the course of this Lent. This is how I'm going to give over the course of this season of Lent. And usually I think of it like this. I think of it like this is another way someone might say it if they slowed down a little bit. I usually choose my prayer, my fast, my almsgiving based off of like my normal day. Like here's my normal weekday, or here's my normal weekend today. And I don't know if you've ever found yourself in this position. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the shallow one. Maybe like I'm the one who needs to, I'm the only one who struggles like this. But a lot of times I will base my prayer, fasting, and almsgiving off of Monday through Friday. And then Saturday comes along, Sunday comes along, and it's like, well, Sunday for me, I'm really busy. It's the 1 day a week I work. Just kidding. Saturday can sometimes be out of the blue. I can be traveling. I can be at a retreat. I can be like, putting on a retreat, putting on a conference for somebody. And so sometimes those days are super busy, Saturday and Sunday. Or maybe for you, Saturday and Sunday are like a weekend where you get to relax, where you get to have you're out of schedule. And it's those days that it's so inconvenient, right? It's so inconvenient to do the thing I said I was going to do for Lent. Even worse, I don't know if you've done this, but maybe you planned a vacation during the season of Lent. One of the dumbest things I've done many dumb things in my life. I remember in seminary, me and myself and some of our seminary brothers, it was spring break. And so they said, let's go on vacation together. And so we did. And I'm guessing that if you have anybody in high school or college in your household, that your spring break is probably over the course of Lent. And the idea, I remember we came back from that vacation and we all said, you know what, we are never going on vacation during Lent ever again. Because it was so difficult. It was so difficult to hold on to the prayer and the fasting and almsgiving that we decided to do. Because why? I decided to do these things when it was convenient. I don't know if maybe you've never fallen into this place, but I've decided to do these things when it was convenient. So prayer Monday through Friday. Yes, here's my schedule. Here's how it goes. I'll pray the prayer like this. Fasting Monday through Friday, no problem. Almsgiving Monday through Friday, great. But the weekends, tougher. The vacation time, tougher. When maybe you have an opportunity there's some kind of party or there's some kind of event that you didn't anticipate, and all of a sudden it's like, wait, do I still have to do it on the weekend? Do I still have to do it on vacation? Do I still have to do it when there's something that's inconvenient in my life? And I think that's a really great question. I would say it like this. It's kind of a gut check moment where it's, okay, where am I at with the Lord? Where am I at with this prayer, this fasting, this almsgiving? The whole point is I'm giving these things up and I'm doing these things so I can become more like Christ. But not just during the week, not just Monday through Friday. I want to become more like Christ with my whole life. And that's why I'm saying that it's an invitation to interruption. Because, yeah, if I could decide, okay, I'm going to be like Jesus, Monday through Friday, when it's convenient for me, can I still choose these things when it's inconvenient for me? Can I be like Christ, not just in your standard season? Can I become like Christ when it's awkward, when it's unusual, when the season is a little bit more disagreeable to me and to what I would prefer? I don't know if you've ever had your experience, the experience of this opportunity to how do I learn to choose Jesus when I don't feel like choosing Jesus? That's one of the great blessings of choosing a thing for Lent, or in our case, right, choosing one thing in each category: prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. To be able to say, okay, in season and out of season, whether it's convenient or inconvenient, whether I feel like it or don't feel like it, I want to put Jesus at the center of this whole thing. And we get to start today. We get to start with Ash Wednesday, where it's like, okay, maybe I'm in a position in my life where I'm like, I have I don't know if we have college students here on campus, and we have a conference track meet that is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Maybe they'd be like, but I need to fuel myself for the conference track meet. Maybe you do. But maybe this is an opportunity as well to say, all right, I can fuel myself still with one regular sized meal and two smaller meals, and trust that, no, this is what I'm called upon. What am I going to put first? Am I going to put the meat first? Am I going to put the Lord first, right? It's an invitation to interruption. And it is inconvenient is the word. But maybe that's not so bad. Because you know what? Love is inconvenient. It's inconvenient to love. Because all of us have been called to love. Every one of us, every human being on this planet has been called to love. You've been made from love, for love, by love. You've been called to love. And Pope John Paul II said, the person who does not choose to love forever will find it very difficult to truly love for even one day. Right? The love that isn't love in all seasons, the love that isn't love when it's convenient or inconvenient, the love that doesn't love when it doesn't feel like loving. The question we have to ask is that really love? These disciplines of Lent, prayer, fasting, and almsgiving, the thing you choose starting today and carrying out through the rest of your Lent, it's an exercise in love. It's an invitation to interruption, that every time this interruption comes along, even when it's inconvenient, to be able to say, okay, I'm going to choose to love. I'm going to choose to enter into the inconvenience of love. And in the midst of this, I'm going to love without counting the cost. I don't know if that makes any sense, but here's my invitation for all of us. And here's the thing, this comes out of my failing. Like, this comes out of my going to the weekend and saying, I'm going to put the Lenten things to the side. This comes out of my own going on vacation at times, or being like, well, I'm with this certain group of people and they're not really doing this thing, so I'll give myself a pass and do the thing. Like, it comes out of my own failure. I have to tell you this. I have sometimes failed my Lenten penances or my Lenten resolutions because it was inconvenient for me. And there are sometimes, believe it or not, there's sometimes when I haven't. There's sometimes when I chose to do those Lenten resolutions, even when they were inconvenient. And I have to tell you this, I have never, ever regretted doing those Lenten resolutions when they're inconvenient. But I've always regretted skipping them or giving myself a pass when they were inconvenient. I've always regretted that. So as we begin this day, we begin this season, my invitation is to allow this season to be an invitation to interruption. Allow it to be this opportunity for the inconvenience of love. Because I hope and I pray that this season of Lent for you will be incredibly inconvenient. Because I think it'll be for me. And I think that's good for us. Because the point is to become more like Jesus. Not just Monday through Friday, but in every season, and every day, in every moment of our lives. Anyways, that's all I got to say from all of us here at Ascension Presents. My name is Father Mike. God bless.